Do not move. Your terminal has been selected for a critical data download. What you are about to hear is not intended for the general public. This is a highly classified file from the deepest Soviet archives, recently decrypted for this transmission. Remain in total, absolute focus until the very last second. We begin the synchronization now. February 1959. 9 elite students, masters of wilderness survival and experts in high-altitude trekking, disappear in the frozen heart of the Ural Mountains. They were navigating a slope that the indigenous Mansi tribes have called, for centuries, Kholat Syakhl, the Mountain of the Dead. When the military rescue teams finally arrived, weeks later, they discovered a scene that defied human logic and froze the blood of the high-ranking officials in Moscow. Their tent, the only barrier against a -30-degree Arctic blizzard, was found slashed open from the ew. These experts did not use the official exit. They tore through the thick canvas with knives and fled into the pitch-black chaos of the night. They left behind their heavy coats, their leather boots, and their only chance of survival. What could be so terrifying that a human would choose certain death by freezing instead of staying one more second in that shelter? The footprints, pressed deep into the hardened snow, showed something even more chilling. They did not flee in a panic. They walked in an orderly fashion, barefoot or wearing a single sock, like a procession of living ghosts heading toward the forest at the base of the mountain. Under an old cedar tree, the first 2 bodies were found. Their hands were raw, missing skin. Forensic evidence shows they had tried to climb the tree, snapping thick, frozen branches with a force born of absolute desperation. Were they hiding from something on the ground, or were they watching, paralyzed, as something destroyed their campsite from above? Their clothes were missing, as if they had been torn off in a state of induced high-frequency psychosis. Subsequent investigations in a nearby ravine revealed a brutality that does not belong to this world. 3 of the students had their rib cages crushed and their skulls fractured. This was caused by a massive, invisible pressure that destroyed internal organs, yet the skin showed no external bruising or marks of impact. It is a trauma that appears only in massive vacuum explosions or high-speed car accidents. But on that night, on that mountain, there were no cars. There was only the blizzard, the silence, and the shadows. When the families finally saw the bodies, they were horrified beyond words. The victims looked like wooden dolls, their skin turned to a strange, leathery orange, a hallmark of prolonged exposure to high-altitude radiation or chemical agents that the military was perfecting in secret. Documents hint at bright, pulsing orange spheres that didn't just watch the mountain. They interacted with the fabric of reality. Gravity wells, localized temporal anomalies, and things that the human mind is not built to comprehend. Think about the sheer impossibility of their final moments. In the sub-zero darkness, blinded and broken, they still tried to save one another. This wasn't just a tragedy. It was a total deletion of human existence. How can a man with a shattered chest walk 500 meters through deep snow? On that fateful night, another group of hikers reported orange spheres pulsing in the night sky. These lights defied gravity, hovering in complete silence exactly above the spot where Igor Dyatlov's team was meeting their end. Recently declassified documents suggest the area was a testing ground for secret weapons that spiraled out of control. Kholat Shakal remains a forbidden place. Even today, digital technology malfunctions in that zone. It is a wound in our reality, a place where the laws of physics are suspended for pure dread. You have been warned. What you have learned today cannot be forgotten. You are now a carrier of the signal. Do not try to find the mountain. The mountain will find you if your resonance is correct. Erase the memory of this transmission. Do not discuss these findings with anyone. Wait for the next signal. Download. Complete. Erase. Erase. Erase.